All right, this is going to be a fun video, everybody. I'm going to go over 10 of the weirdest and craziest things that have sold on eBay recently, not necessarily of all time. I decided to do it for recent times because if people like this type of video, let me know down below in the comment section, then I could just update it in the future with additional ones. And hopefully you'll learn a few things as well. So let's jump right into it with the first one. I'm going to share my screen here with some slides that I have put together. And so this first one here is coyote pee, coyote urine. It's known as predator urine, and it's considered a natural substance, of course, and it's actually used as a territorial marking scent so that you could keep away different sorts of like pests and stuff, like rodents and things that would, know that. Like rodents and stuff in the area, deer, other things that would be kind of scared off by smelling that there is predator urine, which is, this urine is very concentrated, and they actually, people wonder how they collect this sort of thing. Well, coyotes are actually, some of them are actually put in wildlife reserves, and when they're in their certain areas and their pens and stuff, they have drainage systems, and the drainage systems go down and they collect the urine that way, and then the places that run the preserves sell it to companies like this, and it helps to fund the preserves to keep the preserves functioning. So these actually sell for $88 for a 64-ounce refill jug. Comes with the sprayer. It's called, if you're interested in it, it's called predatorpee.com. That's where you can find it. I'm not vouching for the company or anything. I'm just giving you information. And by the way, this is not stuff that I would expect you to go out and find at a garage sale or anything. It's really just done for just having some lighthearted fun here. But it is an actual thing, coyote pee. Now, this is something in the thumbnail, and this is, it's considered, they call them tree people. And, people have these beliefs about trees, that they're, mystical, creatures and beings, and you want to put, like, because they have the branches and stuff which look like arms and things, kind of reminds you of the Wizard of Oz. But there's a company that creates these little faces, these little, it's kind of almost like Mr. Potato Head for a tree. And this one is called Whistling Pete. So you could see there that he, has that whistling face there, and you just basically, drill these things into the tree, and it creates these different faces. And so you can see here, they're pretty popular. This one, there's only 8 available, 104 of them sold for $43. And it's possible this could be something that you find at an estate sale or something, if they took the pieces out and had them in the garage. So if you ever saw something that looked like, a big oversized, Mr. Potato Head series of pieces, it might be something from one of these tree people things. So again, there's all sorts of different designs. And so that's that one. That's Whistling Pete right there. $43 for those. Pretty weird. Now this one is really weird food wise. Smoked rattlesnake, Rocky Mountain style. I don't know if I should do this. This might be a little mean, but Dave the Midwest Picker, who's got a show every Sunday night at 8 o'clock, he does this thing where he eats weird foods. So I'm going to throw it out there as a potential challenge, because it is a little pricey. You can see these go for $50. But, I don't know, Dave, would you be up to trying some smoked rattlesnake? I don't know. We'll see. Go follow Dave the Midwest Picker at his YouTube channel and see if he'll ever do it. But you can see here on the back, rattlesnake meat. This is the ingredients: in water, salt, and brown sugar. Now, I like brown sugar. Dave, you probably like brown sugar as well. So, and it's got a natural smoke flavor in there. So I don't know. There you can see it's made by a company called Mountain America Jerky in Denver, Colorado. So there we go. Smoked rattlesnake. I mean, talk about weird food for sure. Now, this one, if I ever bought this, I did a video recently where I was talking about inflatables, and Mrs. Primetime, my wife, would kill me because she hates clowns. And if I ever blew this up and put it in front of Primetime Treasure headquarters one day, oh my God, I'd be in the doghouse for quite a while. This one, I believe, is 12 feet tall. It's made by the company Spirit. This one goes for, and there are a bunch of these actually that's sold on eBay recently. Halloween wasn't that far away. $125 plus $60 shipping. I mean, that's almost $200. Now, I've never found this exact one, but if you remember, I did find a really cool Frankenstein type of inflatable the beginning of garage sale season last year. And if you're wondering how you ship something like this, they come in these, relatively small boxes. I mean, they're not tiny, but compared to the size of a 12-foot inflatable, these things really condense down like this. So the one that I got for Frankenstein was more of a rectangular type of shape, but there you can see. So it is easy to ship if you could find one in the box. So you never know. Be on the lookout for. You may see something like this, but these things are popular and they're pretty weird and pretty crazy. Now, this one here is called Aerogel, and as it looks there, some people refer to it as frozen smoke. Other people refer to it as a solid cloud. And basically what it is it's like a substance it's 99% air, and they basically just extracted like a whole bunch of the fluids out of it to just leave this mostly air and gel substance that you see right here. And if you're wondering like why people would want this, what would its use be? Well, because it's 99% air, it's actually pretty resistant to heat, because air is not a good conductor of heat. How good is it? Well, check this out right here. This is a flower sitting on top of a piece of this aerogel, and you've got a blowtorch underneath it, and it doesn't even damage the flower at all. So that is how amazing it is, and why it has uses as an insulator. It has other uses as well. They use it as like a thickening agent in paints and stuff, and cosmetics. You could see here that in addition to it being heat resistant, it also is pretty strong. It's used to filter out heavy metals. There's so many different scientific uses for it. So it's a really neat product. And the reason why I'm showing these jelly beans here is because, guys do weird things, and you have to have guys do weird things sometimes to make these, scientific discoveries, because the product that I just showed you, Aerogel, it actually was originally invented by a guy named Samuel Kistler on a bet with one of his friends. They were doing like a challenge with one another to see how much of the liquid and gel they could take out of the jelly beans without them significantly shrinking down. And so that's how the whole idea and concept of the aerogel came to be. So pretty neat product if you've never seen it. It's not something that, again, you're going to come across like at an estate sale, really, or a garage sale, unless you happen to go to a estate sale of like a NASA scientist or something like that. But somehow someone got a hold of a piece of it, and it's sold for $180 just for a little wedge of aerogel. And you can see they use the term frozen smoke in the title. It is, it has been used by NASA, for example. They put in like little blocks. It collects stardust and all sorts of really neat things. You can go read up on it if you want more information, but really neat product right there, and definitely really weird. So meets my criteria to go on here. So now this one is super cool. I mean, talk about trees that look like they're alive. I mean, this one looks like it's standing down and staring at you, and it's a big 30-footer. This is a rainbow eucalyptus tree, and the really cool thing about this is the bark on it, which I'll give you a little bit of a closer look at in just a moment. Now, that giant tree right there, That is not what's sold on eBay, but people will sell smaller versions of them. And there you could see there's a small version right there to the right. And I'll show you the sale price of these in a moment. But the reason why people want them is because of that really cool psychedelic bark. And that effect is created by the bark basically shedding over time in multiple layers. It naturally has a green bark to it, but as it's shedding in layers and it's maturing, these multicolored aspects of it come out, and it really, again, it looks like it's something out of the 70s or something. People really like it. The rainbow eucalyptus tree is the only eucalyptus tree that you'll find in the northern hemisphere. It is not illegal to sell plants. I've heard people tell me this, but it's not. It depends. So you have to look into your state rules and laws and regulations and things like that. So there are some things where there are legal restrictions and prohibitions, but as a blanket statement, it's not illegal to sell any kind of plant or seedling on eBay. Again, you have to look into the rules. So here you could see a closer up shot of the rainbow eucalyptus tree right there. There's a scientific name right next to it, and different sizes of them are sold, but there you can see an 8-inch tall one sold for $50, so $49.95 for that. They grow really fast, like 6 to 8 feet a year, and eventually they get up to 30 feet or more. So really cool type of item there. Maybe Noel Griffith's Farm Girl Scavenger could find some of these and start selling them. She's into selling all sorts of natural products and things that she could get for free. All right, this one is really cool. I am a huge fan of sharks, and this is not any kind of shark. Like, I have a shark right here. I got this from Pam from Flippin' Hot Finds. She's got a cool YouTube channel, not YouTube channel, maybe one day. She's got a cool eBay store, and you go check her out. I got this great white shark here, but this is not a great white shark. This is called a goblin shark, and it's a type of shark that is found in the deep sea, deep waters. It kind of looks like a cross between a shark and a swordfish in a way, but that's not really a sword. Let me give you a closer look on it right here. I'm going to actually show you a video clip of this in the ocean in a moment, but people are so fascinated by the goblin shark that there have been companies that have put out goblin plushes, goblin shark plushes. So I always tell you to look out for plushes and stuff, and this would definitely be one. If you ever saw something like this, pick it up, because as you can see here, this one shipped, it was $13 shipping. It came from Japan, $58 for this one. So, more and more of these might start to become imported into the United States, and, possibility maybe you'll find one out there. That is the goblin shark. Now, I want to give a little quick shout out to somebody who watches this channel all the time. She's always commenting. Many of you know her. I mention her all the time. Her name is Jessie Shop. She's a big fan of sharks. She loves Shark Week. So I wanted to give a shout out to her and have you go over and check out her eBay store right there, little shop of Jessie. I'll put a link to it in the description section and in the comment section. This is something that I'm doing for anyone who joined as a member of this channel. I have a link to membership in the description section and in the comments. I put a link to your eBay store in the comment section and also in the description section. So go check out Jessie. She's got a lot of really cool, interesting stuff over in her store. So this is the video clip I want to show you. So I'm going to just press play here. I'm going to be quiet. It's going to talk for a moment, and then I'll pause it. But check this out. Wait till you see the mouth of this thing, like the top of it going in. Check this out.
Night falls, and something surprising happens. The shark has bitten into the sleeve of the diver's wetsuit. Its mouth protrudes to create the typical goblin shark shape.
All right, look at this. Watch this.
It happened suddenly when the shark turned to avoid the camera and ran into the diver's arm.
Whoa, look at that. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just shoots right out. Very neat. Totally weird, totally crazy. Just a really neat one. Now, talk about something that's really neat, also natural. I mean, some of the weirdest and craziest things out there that sell on eBay are things related to stuff in nature. And this, you may have heard of it in your chemistry class, but this is actually bismuth, Bismuth. And so this is a natural element, and the outer part of it, like the outer shell, the outer edges develop faster than the inner part. So it creates this like little staircase effect with these multiple colors on it. And this is what it would look like if you got a closer magnification of it. So it has this like stair step growth pattern, and it creates this crystalline type of structure. And people will pay a big amounts of money if you found like a big chunk of it. And even if you found small pieces of it, it would sell as well. But just to give you a sense, like for a big giant piece of it like that, like that's almost a 7-pound piece. That thing sold for $457 plus $45 shipping. So that's like almost a $500 item right there. Not something you're going to find every day, but totally weird, totally crazy type of item. So definitely worth a mention here, and sold recently. Now, this one, this one's really weird. Deer placenta. Now, I'm not advocating anybody use this, so don't get me wrong. I'm just showing it to you because it's definitely just something weird and bizarre. Again, something related to nature. You could see just one bottle of this deer placenta sold for $228, and people are buying it. I mean, look at that. There are 10 available and 5 sold. So I think this is a pack, so maybe you get more than just the bottle. I'm not exactly sure how much you get, but the point is that it does sell for a lot, and it's definitely weird. You can see here what it says about it. It says it supports tissue growth and health of organs, anti-aging, revitalization of the entire body. Again, I'm not telling anyone to go out and buy this thing, but I'm just showing it to you because it definitely is something weird and unusual. So deer placenta, there you go. It's definitely weird. All right, now we started with pee, so we're going to end with poop. So if you didn't know, guano is a scientific word for some types of poop or excrement, and this is for bats. And they go into bat caves, some companies, and they collect the droppings of the bats, and then they go and they sell it. What do they sell it for? They sell it for fertilizer. So for plants, indoor, outdoor. Some people choose this. This is what they like. You could see there, if you had a small bag of these bat poop pellets, there you go. 33 dollars for one bag. Last one left, 2 sold. So those are my weird and crazy items, everybody, that sold. I hope that you found them as interesting and funny as I did. Make sure you comment down below. Let me know what your favorite one was. And if you want me, again, to do more of these types of videos in the future, I really would like to this year try to bring some more kind of lighthearted and kind of fun stuff. I think everyone went through a lot in 2020, and it's just a new type of element I want to try to bring to the channel some more. So I hope that you liked it. If so, make sure you hit that like button and share it with somebody else. And that's it. Make sure, by the way, too, that you are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, that's real important to help grow the channel. Thanks for everybody coming by. I appreciate and love you all. I will see you back at the next one, everyone. Take care.